This, my darling apathetic child, is a textbook juvenile Sasquatch print. Do you care? Okay. Nevertheless, I cast this print, as well as the canine print just a few feet down. There's nothing like casting prints that turn out startlingly three-dimensional to make an animal concrete and real. This one is large, about 4.5 inches long. A coyote is only 2.5 inches long. The gray wolf, which is occasionally reported in Vermont, does have paws that come in within the range of the print that I cast. It's long been known that Sasquatch and coyotes, and by extension coyote hybrids and wolves, are a collaborator species with Sasquatch. They often travel and hunt together. This past December, I was able to record right outside my bedroom window a chorus of voices, the first of which doesn't sound to me like a canid. After that, the coyotes join in, and a deeper voiced individual seems to be sounding off as well, and even making the ooh-ah phoneme shift that Monongahela has taught us to listen up for. After that, one of the participants seems to be making a kind of a whoop sound. I don't know whether wolves or coyotes can do this. Can they go whoop, whoop? Right at the end of the display, a gruff, low-voiced individual calls a halt to it. I don't know if this is a canid or a Sasquatch. On August 17th of 2015, in a ravine just 2 miles away from here, that way, I experienced an encounter that also involved a canid, this time a coyote. And from all indications, this coyote was helping to distract me from noticing the Sasquatch right in front of my eyes. So back to the present moment. The cast of the juvenile Sasquatch footprint turned out really well. You got your 5 toes. From the tip of the big toe to the bottom of the heel, this print measures close to 10 inches. And across the ball, it's nearly 4 inches. A typical human footprint has a very pronounced longitudinal arch. The heel portion of our feet is shorter than Sasquatch heels.
They have a relatively longer heel, and because of that hinge, they increase leverage to manage that large body size by increasing the length of the heel. That spares the toes the bending stresses that have selected for shortening in human feet, and so their toes are really quite long. So when you look at Patty, you even get that sense. She looks kind of unusual in the way she's lifting her foot. Well, those are adaptations to clearing that somewhat longer foot.
So a friend of mine and fellow Sasquatch researcher sent me this cast he made of a print he found in Indiana one night. And you can see where the mid-tarsal dip is. It's not nearly as pronounced as what Jeff Meldrum was showing in his collection, but you can see it, and you see that it's here. And look at the long heel, the calcaneus bone, represented by this imprint, how long it is. Now my cast, the mid-tarsal break is here. You can see. And then the heel just goes and goes and goes and goes. I mean, if it were a human anatomy of a foot, you'd expect the heel to end more like here. But this one just goes all the way here. You can see where the toes slid up into the mud. The ball of the foot is down here and the toes are way up here. So you see that. And so the toes might have been a lot longer than they appear here because they squunched up into the mud up above the bottom, thereby kind of compressing them. And so, I mean, look at that long, long heel. Beautiful.